was sleeping, so I thought I'd come out into the hotel corridor. I'm confused whether I should share this. I really don't know at this point. I share a lot on this channel about my thoughts in my head and my mental space, and it's just like so personal, and sometimes I kind of regret it. I feel like I overshare. Maybe not overshare, but like it's so hard to put forward what I really am thinking, because I don't even know what I'm thinking, but also I'm not very good at articulating things sometimes. And obviously when it goes out, it's out for interpretation for many people, and then their opinions will twist my opinions, and my opinions will twist their opinions, and it's just like sometimes I feel like I shouldn't share, especially when it's like I feel like I'm struggling, but I also feel like I'm dramatic, you know? So yeah, that's where my head's at. Did I overshare just then? Who knows?
Actually, I think I said a lot of things and shared nothing. So I guess I will start sharing now. Here's the story. Let me know if you relate. Have you ever tried to devise the perfect breakfast to eat? That it becomes 10:53 a.m. and you're still lying in bed trying to figure out the best option. And then it's 12:37 p.m. and you're still in bed trying to crack the code. What should I eat? No action taken, even though you should just get up and eat something because you woke up really hungry. What is that? Why did I just misuse 2 hours of my life? Well, it doesn't take a sleuth to figure out that when I start glamorizing food and trying to make every meal perfect, make every meal count, that means I'm undereating. For me, at least. Ew, that's so embarrassing. I feel so ashamed saying that. But honestly, I've only just started to feel the physical consequences.
I feel really guilty right now.
Up until now, I've been feeling fine. But with an accumulation of deficit, you feel fine until you don't feel fine.
Like, I didn't even want to pick up the camera because I just didn't even want to, like, try to be entertaining. Maybe it's just a thing of like, hey, I've had a string of like really stressful, strenuous, weird days where my eating's just been completely thrown off and my mind's just gone out of whack, and it can be rectified very quickly. So do I share that because I could just rectify it really quickly, or should I share it because this is real?
Whatever excuses got me into the situation, I'm in this temporary hole now. That's where I'm at. Which sucks because I really wanted to make this channel more than just the food. I wanted to be a place of entertainment and joy and escape. But unfortunately, when I feel this way, I have to address it. And if I want to show up for you guys, I have to be real. I came down to the lobby to have my breakfast. We've got the news on. We've got some cover songs blasting in the stereo. This is the perfect place to start filming so that you can hear me perfectly, right? This is my breakfast. It looks good, doesn't it?
It looks good.
I got it at the grocery store yesterday, brownie with icing. And I spent like the last hour and a half thinking about what I should have for breakfast because I thought I didn't have anything good enough. Okay, the sound quality is so bad. It's like we're watching Tyler do a singing show.
I've been dreaming of a true love.
I will voice over what I'm saying from here. Maybe it's because I'm in a hotel room right now and in terms of food, I can't cook eggs, or I can't put toast in a toaster. Why would I put toast in a toaster? Okay, I'm not lip syncing anymore. What I was trying to say, having slightly limited options of food doesn't help when I'm already having restrictive thoughts and I feel this way.
Do you want me to show you the pantry? This is what we've got. I did manage to have this oatmeal today because we have a tiny microwave and a teeny tiny fridge. Tiny microwave, teeny tiny fridge, really doesn't do much at all.
Then all we have to do is go to Olive Garden and get free refills. It's sweet.
It's unlimited soup.
Yeah.
I've never heard, we've never seen that before.
Yeah, you can get as many refills as you want. You can switch them out to a different one if you want.
Bottomless soup.
Well, that's what we're resorting to at this point. We don't have ability to cook, store food.
Yeah.
This is the challenge. I've got to make an effort now, even though there's obstacles in the way. Barriers to entry of my mouth.
This oatmeal isn't perfect, which warrants a long debate in my mind whether it's even worth eating it. But these worth it thoughts only ever occur when I'm under eating. So it's my responsibility and I am not letting myself fall deeper and deeper. So hello, we're doing a quick detour from the jokey joke videos that I've been doing. Today we're doing more of a let's feel better. Let's feel better video. I invite you to join me.
Fresh chip off the block. Watch my head spin. I got awkward thoughts and a neck twitch. I fall off the knot. Then I get up.
Less noisy. The wind is gonna do it for me. I feel like the sound in this video is so bad. But all of this is kind of emphasizing how my whole routine has just become a little bit inconvenient. A little bit less optimal. Here is my nut bar.
When it comes to digging yourself out of a hole, there's no point in taking reference of the techniques you made to get into the hole in the first place. The falling part. You may not know this, but a falling technique will not be sufficient to get you out of a hole. Rather the opposite. What I'm trying to say in a pompous way is that there needs to be new parameters around what you eat. I mean, you can't want to grow and expect to stay the same. And I'm saying this to myself. I feel like one obstacle for me was that I wanted to eat the same thing that I was doing. I would be more consistent with it, but I would be eating the exact same amount of food that I was currently used to eating.
It's crazy how fast new normals can be made. For the good and for the bad. So you know that we've been living in a hotel and we are in limbo basically for the next 20 days. They at least didn't cross over, so we're waiting to actually move in. But Tyler decided to do some investigation work.
I didn't investigate. I was looking up our complex just to see more about the complex and our unit. And then I came across a news report that was posted 3 weeks ago. And they were saying that there's a lot of crime and a lot of people wandering around the complex that don't live there. Management are saying it's, the responsibility of the tenants to keep their safety and and all of that's on you, even though it's their complex. And then I was like, well, holy crap. So then I looked up the apartment complex in different reviews, and all of them were littered with scathing reviews. We're potentially doing a late pivot and having to go somewhere else. So we're in the process of, if we don't find something within this time frame, we're gonna go to jail.
Why would we go to jail?
Well, no. I guess we could just become robbers. We could take up a new...
Rebecca the robber!
I think we steal back what we take, so
let them steal, we'll steal back.
We'll steal back.
Why do you feel guilty?
Today's just been a little bit tough. I feel like I've eaten more than I'm normally done in the last couple of days. So I can feel the food like in my body and it's uncomfortable. So I'm kind of just like trying to shut it off and like keep eating and enjoy it. I did say that this is really good. I know it's basic, but it is really yummy actually.
So you determine eating more by what you've been doing the last, like you're in cycles of what's been normal for the last, say, week.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you were eating way more for a week, then the next week
there's a different average.
It's a different average.
It's crazy how things change.
Then is it quite important to up that take for a whole week so that your next week you'll feel like
much easier. I know.
Much easier.
I know. It's more of just like doing it. Once I've done it, I'm fine. I'm like second guessing it all the time. I just got a comment, why are you trying to gain weight? You'd be chubby if you try to gain weight. If you gain any more weight, you'd be chubby.
We went through a period when you were doing all the challenges where your new normal was easy. And now it's because we're not challenging you as much.
No, it's just because we've had like a lot of change and a lot of like weird days where food has kind of gone haywire. It's crazy how things change for me. Risky business is not for me.
Well, I agree too. Like it makes it hard because you always like try to map your meals around me, and because I'm all out of skew because of how late I sometimes will work, so then my eatings are like so odd. But
it's not that I'm worried about what you're eating.
Well, no, I think it's because
not your responsibility to eat when I eat.
Yeah, you know? But it makes it harder when you see me eating later, and so then you're like, well, then I'll eat later, but then you end up not staying up as late.
And you don't feel the way that I feel. Your body works different to me. So if I'm starving and I'm looking at you and you're fine doing your thing, that's not a cue for me to be like, okay, I need to keep being starving. I have to actually just get up and live my own life.
Yes.
And have to actually go, because if I'm starving and not wanting to eat until you eat, then my whole life is just stopped and waiting.